I had just had my 53rd birthday, and it was in December of 2020. And at that same time, busy trying to host holidays and things like that. I went for my annual mammogram. I was so happy to receive the pink envelope from the mammogram center that said, come back in a year. You have extremely dense breast tissue. We saw no abnormality. Come back in a year. So that was right before the holidays. And throughout that fall of 2020, I'd had a lot of aches and pains. I was pretty active for my age, and I found one day holding a plank in Pilates class, I just collapsed because I was in pain in my side. And I thought, well, let's get a massage. I'll go to the chiropractor. So I was doing all of these things. And then in January of 2020, January 14th, so less than a month after my mammogram, I sneezed and I broke my back. I am happy to report I'm doing very well. I have responded great to treatment, and of course, the first thing you do is Google. And when I Googled and saw 29 months, it's like, wow, that's the month my son's going to graduate from college. Like, no way this is happening. And I've exceeded that. And I am still doing great. And I have, so much hope and optimism for the future. I had participated many years in Komen's breast cancer walks, and they're headquartered in Dallas, Texas. I live in Dallas, Texas. They were a household name to me, if you will. And when I saw all the resources that they made available to breast cancer patients of all ages, that's why I decided to align with the Komen Foundation. I think even many early stage breast cancer patients don't really understand that metastatic breast cancer is stage 4 breast cancer. It means that it's spread to distant organs in the body. And so if breast cancer patients don't know that, of course, so many people in the general public don't even really know what it is, or the prognosis, or what treatment looks like. But everyone with this diagnosis has faced the cruel reality that you're not going to survive it. At least no one has yet. I'd like to be the first, but the science says we're not going to survive it. But finding a way to have a full and fulfilling life is thriving. That's the definition of thriving. Stage 4 breast cancer looks a lot different than early stage breast cancer. Early stage breast cancer, there's usually going to be surgery. Very commonly, there will be chemo, IV chemo, where you lose your hair, you lose a lot of weight, you take on a gray color. And I think what gets those patients through is that they know it's temporary. Metastatic breast cancer, we still have that. We have members of our community who, because of their cancer, require IV chemo, losing their hair, and all of that. But there's a large number of people in the breast cancer community who are taking a new generation of breast cancer drugs that really focus on slowing and trying to control cancer growth while delivering quality of life to the patient. So with that as the backdrop here, one of my favorites is, "Oh, you look great." And instead of saying that, I wish they would say, "Oh, you look really nice today. You look really good today. How are you feeling?" Because if you're going to see me out and about, in all likelihood, I'm going to make a little bit of effort. So I hope I always look a little better than I feel. But that's one where so many people in this community, and I understand this, feel like that minimizes our day-to-day struggle. So that's one. Another one, when do you finish treatment? Well, again, back to that cruel reality, we never finish treatment. Early stage cancer patients in chemo clinics around the world ring the bell after their last chemo treatment. We'll never have a last one. There's no bell for us. So asking when you're going to finish treatment it's kind of a knife in the heart. But instead saying, how are you doing on treatment? How are you tolerating treatment? That's different than saying, when do you finish? I have a friend who, every time she comes over, she says, "All right, let's do a light bulb inspection because I don't want you on a ladder. Let's go see what light bulbs need to be changed. I'll change them all for you." I never dreamed that that would be like something I would talk about on a podcast, but it is so helpful. And so people need rides to treatment. Almost everybody can drive themselves there, or a lot of people can, but a fewer number of those who could drive themselves there could drive themselves home. Go with them to treatment. If they have doctor appointments, go with them. Because it's kind of a lonely place, and you're there and you're wearing the wristband, so everybody in there knows you're the cancer patient. And it's just good to have somebody, it's just that moral support with you when you go to doctor appointments that, maybe not every doctor appointment, but ones that you know are going to be difficult, or a treatment that you know is going to be tough for you. Don't close people out. I appreciate having the opportunity to represent, this thriving community.